This is our 4-poster deer treatment bait station used at Highland Hill Farm. You can come to the farm and see how we have this set up. This is a demonstration unit that we have showing deer eating at the feeder. The feeder has a trough, and it also has a hopper that feeds the trough and limits the amount of corn being used. This is a picture of a deer before treatment by the USDA at their test station. This is a deer after treatment at the USDA test station. The deer bait station has 4 paint rollers on it, which rub against the ears of the deer while they're eating. It's an efficient way to kill ticks on your property. This bait station has killed up to 98% of the deer ticks in an area. It's recommended that you use 1 feeding station for every 40 acres to get adequate coverage for your property. This feeder uses only, and I repeat, only whole, clean corn. And the deer will only eat about 1.5 pounds of whole, clean corn per deer per day. So it's not that much per deer to feed these deer and treat them. The storage bin for the corn on the deer bait station can tell you how many pounds of feed are being consumed by the deer. This relates directly to the amount of pesticide you're going to apply to the paint rollers. You need to follow the directions on the label to figure out how much pesticide to apply to the rollers. It's not difficult. It's very easy to do.
This is the applicator gun. By squeezing this, fluid will be sucked up through this tube that goes into the can. This is the pesticide. Follow the application directions and wear gloves. This is a new unit, so it's not dirty. But you'll draw in the amount of pesticide needed, and then you'll just push it down on top of the paint roller. So it's very easy to use. If you have any questions about it, read the directions. The directions are thorough.
When placing corn in the feeder, do it on a dry day so the corn does not get moldy. Deer will not eat moldy corn, and moldy corn won't flow through the system to the troughs where the deer feed. We like to keep track of the amount of corn that is consumed, because with the knowledge of the amount of corn consumed, we can figure out, using our pesticide label, how much pesticide to add to the paint rollers. Also, we like to make sure that in the trough where the deer feed, there isn't much corn. When there's a lot of corn, they can eat it fast and they don't get as much of the pesticide on their ears. We want them to work at the station to get the pesticide on their ears. We check the pesticide. We check the station once a week to make sure that the hopper where the deer feed from is clean and that the corn will flow out, that we have corn in our storage bin, and that we have the correct amount of pesticide on the paint roller applicators. In this manner, deer in your neighborhood will become your tick-killing machines. The efficiency of this feeder in eliminating ticks in an area can be upwards to 98%. A 98% reduction in ticks will mean that your likelihood of catching the Lyme disease will dramatically go down.
This is Mr. Instant Privacy. Yes, you can have instant privacy when you plant the Emerald arborvitae. It's a narrow pyramidal evergreen displaying dense emerald foliage. It holds its color well throughout the winter. It's an excellent medium to large screening hedge or privacy shrub. It usually grows to about 12 to 15 feet tall, but can be kept and maintained from 6 to 12 foot if you so desire. Its only major drawback is that it is deer eaten. If you have a lot of deer, it's not the plant for you. Also, it needs full sun and does not like wet soils. If you need some, call us at Highland Hill Farm.
These are 2-foot emerald greens at Highland Hill Farm. They're in number 3 pots, and they're ready for pickup. Give us a call if you need any, 215-651-8329. Thank you.
At Highland Hill Farm, we get all kinds of materials in trade for our trees and shrubs. Things that some people throw out, we find uses for. So if you have something cluttering up your garage, your barn, or out behind your house, and you want to trade it in to us for trees and shrubs, just drop us a picture and let us know what you have. You might be surprised what we collect. We collect all kinds of things that we could use on our farms. These are some of the items we recently received in trade. Lumber, an old anvil, well piping, and fence materials such as barbed wire and locust and cedar fence posts.